What's up, YouTube? Timu's here. With the new Cinderella film that's on Amazon and it airs now, I'm actually going to be doing my reviews for past Cinderella films. Not all of them, obviously. Like, you're not going to see my review for Into the Woods to do the fact that just because Cinderella's in it, it's technically not a Cinderella film. So these are mostly just like Cinderella-based films, and I'm not going to do my review for the straight-to-DVD Cinderella film. I don't have time for that stuff. But anyway. So here's of course my review for the classic, and that is 1955's, or 1950 I should say, Cinderella. Now of course Cinderella came out around a time where Disney was still trying to find his foot in the door, in the dirties. Their first feature was of course Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They also had Sleeping Beauty around the same time. But they of course, did the iconic Cinderella film. Now of course, here you got the wicked stepmother, who's voiced wonderfully by Eleanor Audley, who, boy, that woman had a habit of playing voicing Wicked Rose. She, of course, voiced Maleficent in the original, Sleeping Beauty, and she also voiced the stepmother. So, yeah, it seems like she had, a habit of playing, wicked characters back in the days. Anyway, of course, here she pretty much enslaves her stepdaughter, Cinderella, who's voiced by Eileen Woods, and of course she also has two daughters as well, so they're evil stepsisters here too. And of course, Cinderella wants to go to the ball and all, because she meets this dazzling young prince, and so she ends up not really, of course her stepmother, forbids her to do it, to go. And when they go to the ball, of course, you got Cinderella's fairy godmother who shows up and pretty much makes things right by making those mices into humans, making a wagon into this pumpkin carriage. I mean, this of course was hand drawn because obviously back in the day they did not have those. They didn't really do those fully CG animated stuff back in the days. Animation back in the 50s, 40s, 30s was hand drawn. And I still thought the hand drawn stuff was really cool. It was, of course beautiful to look at. The voices were pretty decent. Definitely really, this is definitely one of the best, Disney princesses there is. Of course Cinderella is up there with iconic princesses such as Snow White, such as Sleeping Beauty. Obviously, Princess Tiana is of course another one of them. I mean, talk about lots of Disney princesses there, and of course, the original Cinderella, it still holds up. There are people the movie still gets shown on TV countless times. It is of course on Disney Plus. It is one of the most iconic Disney movies there is. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a really decent one if you guys never seen it. And of course, after there was they end up doing lots of live action Cinderella movies ever since the 50s version. Of course, this is also based on a Roger Hammerstein's book as well, so there's that too. But that side, the Wicked Stepmother, by the way, is probably one of the most wicked characters in film history. The stepsisters, I mean, yeah, they're talk about other stepsisters right there. They are pretty much wicked, but this is of course story about trying to find love and all that. Try to find yourself and all. I mean, it's a really iconic Disney film, and lots of girls nowadays will relate to Cinderella. Lots of around Halloween, you'll see lots of girls dressed up as Cinderella. I mean, she's pretty much one of the most iconic Disney princesses there is. Obviously, you still have Snow White, you still have Sleeping Beauty, Ariel, and all. But the iconic one will always be Cinderella, And of course, I'm gonna do my reviews for other Cinderella films, like the other live action stuff. From a Cinderella story to the Cat Brown one. So keep an eye out for those other reviews. But that side, let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen the 1950 Cinderella film? If so, what story? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite parts? Some of your favorite moments? Oh, and what's some of your favorite music? Because the music in this was pretty good. I mean, Bibbly Bobbly Boo's iconic. So drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Cinderella signing out.